YTBC, this is Coach Shelton Harrison, and right now I've got Danny Swift Garcia here, and I am interviewing Danny Swift Garcia. Okay, Danny, first question, man. You know, it seemed like the judges gave you a decision, man. I mean, do you really in your heart think you won this fight, Danny? Answer the question. Coach, man, I just want to start off by first thanking God, because without God and Al Heyman, can't none of this be possible, man. Man, let me tell you about my new video, man. I'm about to make me a new rap video, man, and let me tell you, it's going to be hot, Coach. It's going to be hot. And to all my fans out there, to all my fans around the world, Danny Swift Garcia is here to stay, man. Danny, that's not what I asked you, man. Danny, I said, do you really think you won this fight, Danny Garcia? Coach, man, you asking me a tough question, man. You sound like some of those haters, man. You sound like a lot of haters. You know, I go in and I win all my fights, man. I go in and I beat up Rod Salker. I beat him up, man. Can't nobody appreciate that. I get in the ring with Lucas Matisse, man, toughest fight of my career. And y'all don't appreciate it, man. You don't appreciate it. I don't know, man. I don't know what's wrong with y'all. Danny, what are you talking about, man? We talking about this fight. Danny, do you think the judges were fair in giving you the win for this fight? I mean, man, you can't answer the question. What is your problem? Good grief, Danny. Do you think you giving this fight unfairly? Just answer that question. Well, Coach, man, listen, man. It's hard being Danny Swift Garcia, man. It's hard being Danny Swift Garcia. I mean, every time I turn around, people hating on me, man. I don't know why these people be hating on me. But I just want to thank my father. I just want to thank Al Heyman for getting me the most money and the biggest paydays, man. I got to thank him. Danny. Okay, stop right there. Stop, Danny. Okay? Danny, let me say this to you slowly. And let me see if you can understand what I'm saying, Danny, okay? Danny, do you think that you was given this decision unfairly? I mean, man, that's the question, man, because, you know, in my opinion, Danny, I don't know. I think you lost this fight. I think you lost. Coach, man, how dare you say these things to me? I'm Danny Swift Garcia, man. I'm the lineal champion, man. I'm the lineal champion. I think you know, man, you know what? I need somebody else to give me an interview. I need somebody else to give me an interview, man, because you know what, man? You sound like these haters at HBO, man. Danny, knock it off, man. Okay, knock it off. Because, dude, you tripping. First of all, you get in the ring with Rod Salker, you beat him up, and you weren't supposed to be in the ring with that, and you call that one of your better fights, man. Okay, then you lose to Mauricio Herrero, Danny. And now you lost this fight to Lamont Peterson. Okay, and I'm just telling you, that's just the way that is, Danny. Just the way that is. Coach, man, I thought you was my homeboy. But I guess right now, man, I'm going to put you on the hater list. Hey, man, get somebody else up here to give me an interview, man. I don't want to talk to you no more, Coach. Okay, that's fine. I'm going to interview your daddy. See, your daddy going to tell me the truth. Angel. Hey, come on over here, man. Now, Angel, in your honest opinion, do you think your son Danny lost his fight? Danny didn't lose. He didn't lose. You know, all you people, all you want to do is say that Danny lost. Danny didn't lose. You see, he won. Quillen, who is he fighting, Coach? Who is he fighting? Peterson ran. He ran that fight. But Danny didn't lose. Danny fought. Quillen didn't want to fight. He didn't. Danny won. Okay, Angel. Do you really, in your mind, think that you think your son won this fight? Dude, you got boxing experts all around the world who say your son lost. And I think he lost too. You know, I don't like these haters. My son didn't lose. He didn't lose.
Danny came to fight, and Peterson came to run. But Danny didn't lose. He didn't lose. Al Heyman, he didn't lose. How about this? How about this, Angel? How about this, okay? Let's just say, let's change subjects, okay? Let's get Danny back in the ring with Mauricio Herrera. What do you think about that? Danny won that fight. He won that fight. Why are you criticizing Danny? Danny the one fault. Danny the one fault. Mauricio ran. Peterson ran. Why you criticize Danny like this? Hey, Angel. Calm down, man. Calm down. Guys, I'm just having some fun. Guys, this is your boy Coach Shelton Harrison, man. Listen, guys, I don't know what else to say about this fight, man. It was a boring fight, okay? I fell asleep in the later rounds, but I think Danny Garcia clearly lost this fight, y'all. He lost the fight. This guy is protected. I don't know who or what. And maybe I could even say maybe Al Heyman, man. I don't know. But I tell you right now, man, Danny Garcia lost his fight. Danny Garcia has lost 2 fights now. And he's lost these 2 fights. And I can tell you right now, no. He was exposed, okay? Lamont Peterson exposed Danny Garcia. Dude, if you can move around the ring and if you got a good jab, you can beat him. Because, see, Danny Garcia builds this whole game on catching you in exchange. That's how he fights. If I were you, Danny Garcia, if you fight a boxer, you're going to lose the fight. And a good boxer who can catch you, you'll lose. You need to be fighting brawlers. Like, you need to be fighting people like Marcos Maidana, where you can catch them in the exchange. You need to be fighting people like that. You need to be fighting people like Brandon Rios. You need to fight people like that, because any boxer, man, they're going to expose the crap out of you. First of all, Garcia don't have the foot movement. He don't have the foot movement to keep up with a good boxer. And Peterson, man, he used his footwork, man. He was getting out of the way, man. He was doing everything. And, Garcia he couldn't keep up with him, man. He couldn't even cut the ring off. Like, Danny Garcia don't have foot movement, man. And I think in a lot of his fights, he was lucky to have, like, the brawlers there, like people like Matisse, that they'll just stand there and they'll exchange with him. You know, he's been lucky to have people like that will sit in the exchange. But his last couple of fights, he didn't have nobody that'll sit in the exchange with him. Or, he had the people like Rod Salker who would they weren't on his level. And Salker was dumb enough to sit there on the exchange and lost the exchange. That's how Danny wins. He's exposed, man, big time. And Angel, y'all better work on something with his foot movement, because the dude is too stationary and he is severely flat-footed, man. Y'all got to teach this guy how to get up on his toes and start moving around the ring. And lo and behold, Danny Garcia, he kind of impressed me at the end, though. He really did, because he actually can get out of the way. He can avoid punches. He's got defense. I think, though, he's been so used to just getting in the exchange so much that it's kind of hard for him to really think defensive-minded. And I like Danny Garcia as a fighter. He's a good, tough chin, tough-nosed fighter. But his skill set is still not there where it needs to be. I think he lost his fight clearly, man. He lost it convincingly. He lost it, man. I mean, he got outboxed, man. Peterson gave him a boxing lesson. Mauricio Herrera gave him a boxing lesson. Danny, I don't know, man. I think they're trying to hype him up for this next pay-per-view, be the next pay-per-view star or the next boxing star, period. They're trying to hype him up. But I can tell you now, if he fight Broner, he's going to lose. And that's going to be a good fight. I want him and Broner to fight. That's my next thing. Adrian Broner versus Danny Garcia. We'll see if that fight would actually happen, okay? This is your boy, Coach Shelton Harrison. I'm done.